but kind of winding down from the research and everything, and to wind down this podcast, I just wanted to ask you, like, what part of the future of HCI most excites you, and what worries you?
Yeah, well, I always say any really interesting technology always has a kind of noir or darker side. In fact, I often have an assignment in my class where I call it design noir, where I say for this week only, we're going to kind of design things with this kind of more dystopian dark side. Not that we want to do that permanently, but by not entering that conversation, we're also doing a disservice to our own design practice. Um, I think for me, like, I'm super excited. I think it's a great time to be doing HCI work because there's such a just broad range of technologies available. I'm thinking back at the beginning of this field, well before I even entered, it was, how will office computers be more efficient and help productivity and things like that. Whereas now it's every part of our society. And like on a personal note, I obviously I already sort of explained this thing around sustainability. I say my research lab almost looks more like a chemistry lab now because we're really playing with a lot of different materials and properties of those materials. Because again, when I say technology, most people think, okay, it's a laptop, it's an iPad, it's a smartphone, or these kinds of things. Maybe it's a gaming platform. But we have to think out what will technology be like, again, 5, 10, 15 years from now. And it's going to be not flat glass screens. There's going to be other materials. It's going to be expressive materials that reshape themselves, reform themselves. We're doing some things around food and creating different food flavor sensations in the mouth and textures in the mouth. It's all kind of research and exploratory, but I'm very interested in new materials from a sustainability standpoint, but also how they can be part of a conversation about being part of our kind of an ally in this expressivity and this interactivity, and how we're broadening what we mean by technology. It could be everyday living organisms. It could be things that you don't think of. And so we spend a lot of time trying to think about that. Obviously, I'd be remiss if I didn't sort of say something about artificial intelligence. This is clearly at the forefront of everything. It's clearly impacting and will continue to impact in really, really great ways so much of our society. And I think there's a lot of dystopian views of what that could become, but it's certainly a very powerful ally in helping us be more creative and more productive and broadening the way that we kind of explore a design space. I think that if there was a cautionary tale, it's clearly one about, this AI as a kind of material. It'd be great if we could think of it as a material and be creative with it and have it be kind of co-participating in helping us be more creative as humans. That's what I kind of envision. The same way